Hey guys, so I haven't made a video in like ages, and I don't have a perfect excuse for it, but I do have a couple of updates, not to the channel, but from basically my life. Nothing depressing, I just sound really tired because I did wake up at like 6 in the morning for no reason. I guess I couldn't sleep. But yeah. Anyway, so I haven't been making videos at all because I took like a long break, and then like I just kind of like gave up on the channel for a bit because I don't really have much and it's really slow moving. But then again, I do like recording, like my progress and anything. Sorry there, I had to cough, so I just had to mute my mic. So yeah. Um, Not really much that I know of. I mean, I turned 18 on December 28th. So it's fucking, I don't know what date it is. March 30th, and it's a Saturday. So I already got my learner's permit. For those who probably know or maybe not, I don't know. I'm from New York City. And New York City doesn't really have that many questions on the DMV written exam. So I got a 19 out of 20 at some point in time when I was studying for 6 hours because I overthought about, all the process and all that stuff. So to cope, I basically studied for like 6 hours. But I memorized, but by maybe like an hour or two, I probably memorized everything. Um, there's not really much that I had to remember, but every possible question that they could have given me, I basically memorized it within an hour or two. And afterwards, like this day after in the morning, I just took the exam and somehow I got a 19 out of 20. The people in the DMV, they were really nice. They helped me, you know, uh, get through the process and stuff. And I finally got the actual learning permits card, so effective immediately on Tuesday on April, whenever the fuck that is. There we go. It's, April 2nd. I will be learning to drive. Uh, kind of nervous, but I've been doing this on the simulator for a while, so I mean it's probably gonna be nothing new. It's just gonna be, I just have more G-forces, and I'll actually have real people driving near me. I don't have AI being stupid and all. Anyway, with that being said, today we are on the Kenworth T680. This truck I've owned for basically like forever, but I've never ever drove the damn thing. I turned off the lights for a second just so maybe you guys get a better look at it. Not really. Anyway, the truck was one of those like first trucks that came out, like along with the Peterbilt 579, I believe. And I upgraded this thing to like the max, so you guys can tell by the bank I don't give a flying crap about I don't give a flying fuck about money in this game. But yeah, so we're gonna start up the engine. If you guys notice any mods, specifically like any sounds or like other things that may induce a lag, it's probably because it's either a mod or I had the settings way too high. I just recently updated the drivers, so yeah. Anyway, we're gonna start it up. You guys are gonna hear a different sound compared to the old startup, but this one has this really weird sound when you start on it. It just sounds, to me, I just find it annoying, sometimes hilarious. Alright, so just like the same old like we usually do, I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna shut up for the job, most of it at least, and then at the end I'll meet you back. But for now, since I haven't gotten a job, you guys will have to listen and suffer. Alright, so I'm gonna go into the freight market. I'm gonna see what I can find. I don't want to pull anything heavy today, to be honest. Where am I? San Diego? Alright. Perfect, there's nothing heavy. Actually, maybe... Hell no! Let's see. Anything that's like 500 to 600 miles, I'll probably do. Like, this is 1,000 miles. I'm not doing that. I ain't doing it. I haven't ever been to Tonopah, but then again, I haven't ever visited the Grand Canyon. I could show you some sort of scenery. So, 500, 585, 535. tell you what, I'll go to the Grand Canyon so I can. Yeah, I'll do it. All right, parking brake's going up. Ooh, a couple of things. So if those of you guys who probably follow the channel, which maybe like only 2. I have a button box, which used to be from SciTech, but Logitech bought the company, which resulted in them branding SciTech with the Logitech logo. So basically now it's considered a Logitech product, but regardless, it's still, to me, it's still a SciTech panel. The button box, I had a bunch of useless camera angles that I didn't need, so I have 4 orange buttons you guys can't see, but I programmed 2 of them to do 2 different things. So one of them, you guys will see the right lever go down. That is the trailer brake, which allows the trailer to basically slow everything down without me using my normal brake, which could impact a low air pressure system. I did turn on air brake simulation, which means that if I just slam on the brakes like a lot, if you guys can see you guys can see those 2 arrows on the top right of the gauge cluster. You can see the more and harder I press on it, you see brake area, which means, you know, I have low errors. Yeah. So when it does turn on, the parking brake will automatically apply itself, and it will not, and it will keep deploying itself until it's properly full of air, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah. So the parking brake kind of automatically deploys, and then you have to manually disengage it. But yeah. I didn't realize this until now, but you guys see the top left on the gauge cluster that says volts. I didn't realize that arrow moves that constantly, so that's something new. Right. So I showed you the trailer brake, and now you're gonna see on the just a display on the 3-inch display. Maybe, I don't know. If I hit one of the other buttons, that's the engine brake. It'll just show me the basically the what's that called? The symbol. The light on it. It'll show me that. So basically basically it'll be the engine's brake. It'll slow down using its own torque. I'm not an expert on cars, so you don't quote me on that, but basically it kind of does its own thing, like reverse thrust on an airplane. Anyway, I'm gonna get this thing on the road. I am kind of a weird nut job when it comes to getting the, oh shit, I'm not that full on gas, but, oh, you know what, fuck it, I'll top it off. It's next door anyway. Okay. Let's see, here's a stupid Peter Pan bus. Man, I forgot those things existed. I haven't seen one of those in ages. I mean, in real life, not in the game, but in the game I see them all the time, but I've never seen these things. I don't see these things around anymore. Like, they just fell off the map for some reason. Ah! Wait a minute, that's a car wash. Alright, SCS. Nice placement of everything. I think I made it. Okay. I'm just gonna stay on the outside portion of this because I don't want to fuck anything more. I don't want to fuck anything up. Last time I drove into a gas station was a GTA, and yesterday I kind of exploded, which is kind of funny, but I had like 2 friends on board, and I drove right into it. It was kind of hilarious. We just blew up out of nowhere. I thought it was a modder, but yeah. So, if you guys have maybe like watched the videos carefully, and I've refilled gas maybe, or maybe I do it ahead of time most of the time. If I refill gas, you guys hear this sound. This sound has existed for a while now. I just don't really refill gas. At least I don't think I do it like in the game or recording. Let's see. Yeah, I'm good to go. Peterbilt dealer. We were just there. It was, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Peterbilts. Like, I don't know why, but I'm not a huge fan of them for some reason. Like, I just like maybe like Kenworth, Volvo, or Mack. I like everything but Peterbilt. I mean, when I see them in real life, I'll point them out and I'll say that's a really nice looking truck. It's decent, but I don't know. I just don't like driving them for some reason. Unless it's the 579, of course, like the new one. I mean, not really new one, but the more modern trucks that Peterbilt has came out with, I'm more familiar with those because of the tech. But like the old Kenworth, basically most of those old trucks you see on the road, or like the classics, I'm not a fan of them. I guess I'm just used to I just like the new technology. I just like that. In real life, these trucks are actually really luxurious and they're actually really like comfortable when you're riding them. Alright, I didn't mean to like that, but they're like a comfortable truck and it's fantastic. My only problem with most of these like classic American companies is either fuel efficiency, and the other thing is just they have a lot of gauges. Just make everything electronic, for God's sakes. Alright, we're going to be hooking up this trailer. When I hook it up and I'm about to pull out this depot, actually, I'm turning the beacon. There we go. Let's turn on a hazard as well, just for fun. Alright, I can back up on here. I'm going to shut the hell up and you guys can listen in. Or just, watch the video, not listen in. Alright, there we go. Now we can couple up the trailer. I'll turn off the hazard lights now. I don't know why I put on the blinker there. Alright. Yeah, we have enough room. Okay. I guess I'll just shut the hell up now. But yeah, those are just probably the only updates I had. Driver's license. Ooh, another thing. Before I actually, like, get past that yield sign. Joining the Navy soon. Like, not soon, but like, like a couple of months. I'm trying to enlist. I took like 2 tests. I think one of them was practice and one of them was not like for real, but like they want to see where I am. And they said that if I do good on that one, they will consider that for my ASVAB test, which is basically your qualification for armed forces kind of exam. You need, I think, like 31 or 36 to get to the Navy, so you're good. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna shut the hell up. You guys enjoy the video. I'll see you guys at the, near the end of the video when we're like a couple miles away. Alright. Okay, so we're like 20-ish miles, okay, 19 miles away now. I don't know what that turn was. I don't know what that kind of weird detour was. Maybe I think this is a shortcut or something, but that shortcut didn't really make sense because it took more time to do that than if I were just to turn a corner. Alright, so we got 14 miles left. During the windy roads part, I started swaying up a little bit. I actually, believe it or not, I started dozing off, and then I realized on my, when I look at the sat nav, the hologram right now, I realized that I have that many miles left, and I'm like, oh snap, I gotta wake up and start talking. But yeah, I am still like swinging a little bit because I am mentally really tired. I'll still be able to do videos though. That's totally fine with me. Ooh, we got new pro leagues in Rainbow Six Siege, and you guys haven't seen a Rainbow Six Siege video in a while because of this specific reason. They somehow always mess it up. One update, like one bug fix, equals 20 more, which doesn't make any sense. How do you break your game? How are you a multi-million-dollar company, Ubisoft, and somehow manage to break your game? That's the only reason why you guys haven't seen a actual, like, a good video lately. Because there are so many bugs. Like, remember that, if you guys memorize that Halloween special kind of thing I did a while back, I did that. That was totally fine. That was a really, really nice event. The invitational event, I did that too, but I just never got the chance to upload it, and I kind of deleted the videos because it was, the time was gone anyway. But it was really, like, it just became really annoying to just watch. Alright, so I'm just gonna wait for this red light, and then I'm going to, park this. Apparently my trailer is there. I had to park it like that, so I'm just gonna maybe swing it around and back up on the other side of the road. I think that means go, yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna do one of these old, oops, shit. You guys didn't see that. I'm gonna do one of those U's. Feeling tired is like feeling like you're high, guys. I don't know. I'm less aware, but I know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, maybe that's not how high works, because I've never been high, and I don't ever want to be high, because that's the last thing I want to do. Alright, let's see if I can straighten this bitch out. I'm gonna put on my beacon, not my hazard light though, so that way I can kind of do one of those old backup thingies. Alright, let me see. I wish these things had backup cams, man. Shit. Speaking of backup cams and stuff, a car that I'm kind of looking at right now, like, that if I need, when I get a car, parents and I were thinking about a Toyota RAV4 in 2019. It looks a lot more like a Jeep. It's more masculine. It's more aggressive looking. The angles are much more sharp than the last generation, which I really like it. Also, the hybrid one looks pretty good too. Just gonna back it up. Apparently, I couldn't crash the damn truck when I was swinging around on the twisty roads, but I can hit the truck when I'm barely going at 5 miles per hour. So, maybe a nice car isn't a good thing right now. Maybe I should just stick with like a bumper car. I'm just gonna drive forward a little bit so I can straighten myself out, and then I can back up. There you go. Gonna back up a little bit more. I'll straighten out if I hit something. Alright. And I can kind of back up a little more, so after that I can straighten myself out, and then I'll just back up and reverse it in. Just like that. Perfect. There we go. Not half bad for someone who hasn't driven in a while. Turn on the parking brake. Set the parking brake. There we go. The beacon's gonna go off. I'm just gonna drop it. Whew! Okay. I still got it. Sorta. Okay. I don't even know where we are. I think we're at the Grand Canyon. Yes, we are. Alright. I think there's a loop-de-loop up ahead. Yeah, right there. There we go. I can show you kind of like the scenery and shit. Oh, wait, okay, so we can only go one way. Okay, tell you what, I'll just drive up that way. Fuck it. That works for me. Okay, see any cars? Okay, no, alright. Fuck the blinker, I don't care. It's still in a construction zone anyway. You guys were noticing I started dozing off a little bit and I sped a couple of times, and there were a couple of times where like apparently my decisions worked, like a couple of my decisions actually worked in favor of my action. Like I set my cruise control ahead of time for 65 miles per hour, not knowing that the actual speed limit later on was going to be 65 miles per hour. I mean, we did have to go through a 45 and 55 miles per hour zone, but then like I knew that I had to control it with my foot, so that way I don't have to doze off like usual, because I usually use for mostly high speeds like 50s and above, I usually use like sometimes 20s and 30s, but that's if I'm moving heavy cargo. Otherwise I'm more than likely to use my cruise control at high speeds like at 55 and above, and the sweet spot majority of that drive was obviously 75, but when we got closer to Grand Canyon, it became 65 like basically every time. So I tried to set it ahead of time, and then just as I set it, I ran into a 45 mile per hour zone and it increased, and I don't know, I guess, you know, I'm woke. Alright, I'm gonna brake right here into this little section. Tight little fit. My friends and I have been here for multiple years. And yeah, that helicopter kind of goes up and down basically all the time. There we go. Let's turn off the engine. I'm gonna go to preload. So yeah. So believe it or not, my friends and I, we actually thought that was like a JPEG. We joked that it was a JPEG, but believe it or not, if I were to just travel here, it's actually not a JPEG, it's an actual like texture. So at one point, you know, because of the fog buildup, it kind of looks just like a picture. But then the closer you get to it, it's actually land. And I mean, if this is stable, I can actually like teleport my truck onto that. I think I'll be able to do it, but I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, I don't even know where I am. There we go. We're over there. This was a good construction site we were just at. For all I know, I could have just drove and made a U-turn around here, and it just made it over here. And then I kind of turned in here, and I still... Is there anyone in this helicopter? Hold up, I'm gonna slow this up. Nope, there's no one in that helicopter. Alright, we said all that. Okay, so yeah. I have a lot of weird things on this truck. I do like this. It's a nice truck. It drove really well. I'm just not used to the curvature of the dash. I'm not used to that curvature, that tan line that goes up, because I'm used to driving like trucks with like, or basically a lot of things with like straight edges. Alright, so I'll probably head over to like a service station or something. I'm not even sure if Grand Canyon has a service station. Yeah, the closest one is in Flagstaff, which I have a garage there right across the street, so... It's a 52-mile drive. I'm not going to have you guys go with me for that. But, yeah, otherwise, guys, I'm going to drive there, get my truck fixed up, because I did scratch it, you know, in an attempt to make a U-turn. I don't know how. But, yeah. Oops. Maybe I should sell my fucking brakes. Stupid idiot. Alright, so... Yeah, so, like, I hope you guys enjoyed. I haven't made a video in so long, and it's not new to me. It's a big refresh, plus I'm still sleepy, so, yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and, well, I know it's really loud out here. stupid helicopter won't shut the hell up. I don't know why it said shut the hell up. Anyway, yeah. Guys, I hate that sound so much. I hate, alright. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.